Yeah, hi everybody. So hope you guys, whoever has joined yesterday, hope you would have already started going through all those things. Like instead of just going through only the theoretical part, I would suggest all of you to make a hands-on from the training outcome. So only then you will be able to learn through it. So yesterday, what we went through is how a case is created and what is the overall case management is all about. And then next is from the case, like what how we are going to assign the case, that is case assignment rules. And then case auto response rules, like whenever a case is getting created, how are we going to send the first response to the customer. So all those things we have learned yesterday. And email to case and then the web to case, so both of them also we have seen the hands-on thing. So today we'll be having a few hands-on, that is one on the case escalation rules, and then on the reports and dashboards, and then a little theory content about the omni channel. So this is the one for today's content. I'll just share my screen. Okay. So this is the content for today, that is a case escalation, reports and dashboards. So coming to case escalation. So can you give a brief, anybody, what is case escalation, whoever is aware of that? What is case escalation?
When a case misses its ETA,
So case escalation is nothing but whenever a time if you are using any SLS and if the time has been breached, that is nothing but the case escalation. There would be priorities on the case which should be resolved in certain time. Let's say it is a top priority case and it should be resolved in 30 minutes and it has not been resolved in 30 minutes, then the case has been escalated. So based on the type of the priority, we have certain timelines that should be clear. So that is nothing but the case escalation, and it should be notified that the case has been escalated, so that it will be considered on priority and it will be closed as soon as possible.
Yes, perfectly. Whatever you said is perfectly right. So I'll just show you on how to configure that. So and all of you have, please have your Trailhead open. It is the same as how we used yesterday. So go to your Trailhead. If you're not having the Trailhead, just what you have to do is just go to your open your Trailhead application. You can use any of your development box, or just go to your Trailhead, and then on the top there is your pictorial representation of your profile will be shown there. At the bottom you have something called hands-on orgs. So when you click on that hands-on orgs, it will show a list of your development orgs. If you don't have any, just click on create playground and then you can start with it. So you can just launch anyone. So mostly in everything it will be present. So now coming to the application, near your profile there is notification, and near that there is a setting. So click on that setting and then click on service setup. So we'll see how we are going to set up the escalation rules. So what he explained is perfectly right. So whenever there is a case is created, and if no action has been taken, or if what is a particular requirement, what is a particular action which has to be taken on top of that particular case, if it does not happen, I mean the organization cannot keep lying as blind, because they have to take some actions for the service which they are providing. So this escalation has come into picture. So just in the quick find, in home quick find, click on escalation. You will get something called escalation rules. So when you click on escalation rules, probably all your Trailheads may be having one record already. If the record is not there, you can create one new. Always escalation, only one escalation rules will be active at a time. If you're having more than one, the other one will be automatically deactivated. So create a new one and then click on that. It is just a generic rule name, kind of like if it's a company based one, the company based names will be there. And when you go inside that, you will be having rule entries. I'll show you how to create a new rule entry. Just click on new. We can add the sort order. Sort order is, as we explained yesterday, it will take it in the sort order. Sort order, first one will be taken first, second one will be taken next, like that. And then the field. Here is the field where we will be defining what is the rule which we have to consider to escalate it. So say for example a case is created. After the case is created, no action has been taken. The status still remains new. It is not at all a work in progress, or it is not modified at all. The case was created yesterday, it is still remaining as such. So these kind of requirements we may be getting. So for an example, we are taking that. Okay, case date and time opened. So let us assume that the time was opening. Okay. Okay, so let us assume that a case has been created, but after 24 hours, if there are no actions has been taken in that case, there should be some action which we have to take. We are escalating it, something like that. So we'll add one more condition of status. So initially it will be in the new status. So case status. If the case status equals new. So we are giving such condition. As of now, you guys can ignore all these things, like ignore business hours. Okay, what is this business hours is? In every Salesforce application, there is something called company information, and for every organization, the business hours will be varying. If you take India itself, in our country, generic business hours is 9 to 6. But if you take a manufacturing industry, for them the business hours will be 7 to 4. But for some cases, it will be 24 hours. So it varies. So based upon that, if you mention the set the business hours, or if you use the business hours specified, so then accordingly it will take. As of now, we are just going with the basics where we can put ignore business hours and when the case is created. So we're giving those options. So you have created a rule entry. Now, when this condition is satisfied, that is when a case is created and then a day has been completed, that is assuming that yesterday it was created on 2nd, but till today there is no action was taken, the status is still new. Then what is the action which we have to take? So here you have something called escalation actions. So here you'll be entering the actions which has to be taken care. When you click on new, okay, actually here we are giving age, so I guess I'll have to remove that age there. I'll remove that. So after the creation date, after 30 minutes, probably some in this user I have only one, in this application I have only one user, so I'm just adding my name as a user, and this is a generic email template formats. You can use and your own specified customized email format as well. As of now, we are just taking the existing email format from here. And also it can be notified to any senior manager or to anybody in the team, or I just have created one user with the name as escalation team. So to that team, something like that. And then the notification email template could be kind of like, boss, your team's ticket has been created, whereas your team has not addressed this. Please kindly look into it. Something like that. The content will be like that. So just giving some plain example. Notify the user. I'll just modify this because here we're already giving the time was 30 minutes, which means this after the case is created, after 30 minutes it will take an action. So this line is not required. I'll remove this. Probably we'll have one more condition of case origin equals. Okay, when the case origin is equal to phone, that is when the customer calls in, and then when the case is getting registered. This is that case. So this is how the case escalation rules are getting created, where I'll repeat how you have to do is near your profile there's a notification and then the setup is there. So click on the setup. After you click on the setup, in the home page and in the quick find, you have to enter escalation. Just enter ESCA. You'll get an escalation rules. Click on that it will go to the tab of escalation rules, and there will be only one escalation rule which will be active at a time. If you're having none, you can create one, or if one is already active, just click on that and move inside. So there inside that we'll be creating, this is the one which is the name of the escalation rule, and under that we'll be creating a number of rules. So this is one which we created now, that is a phone, and then the new one. Already some existing ones are there, like even if the case is with the web and then the new, or something like that. Lot of scenarios can be given. So each and every scenario will be checked, and then if it is if this is not if the case is created with the origin as phone and the status is new, and there was no action taken on further, only if they are standing after the creation, if they are still the same status and the same field for a very long time after 30 minutes also, then what is the action item? So that is this escalation actions. So in this escalation actions, after 30 minutes, it has to be assigned to some other user, and a notification has to be sent to some user, that is either an escalation team or a manager of the particular user, or a manager of the team, whoever is taking care of that. And a specific email also can be triggered from that, where we'll be using the notification templates. Additionally, Salesforce also provides an option of kind of like any additional emails. Why this is in this area of notify user, you will be able to enter only for the people who are there, who are the users of the Salesforce application. If they are not users of Salesforce application, you will not able to find it in this find box here. See, only two are coming because only these two users I have in my Trailhead box. So if there are some CEOs or CEO of the company who wants to be notified of such issues, not necessary for us to add their user ID for their name in the for giving them a user ID in the application, because it is a licensed one. Unless they are using the application, Salesforce application, we don't necessarily need to waste the license cost if they are not using it. So that is a case where this additional emails are provided, kind of like you can enter like this. So this emails also will be getting notified of. So this is about.
Before you leave that window, edge over, why did you add the 0?
It is for hours. You can mention 1 also, which means that it will come up with a hours. 1 hour and 30 minutes, like this.
Correct me.
Hours and minutes.
Okay. So if I wanted it escalated after 24 hours, I'd just write 24.
Yes, right. You can mention 24, and then you can leave this as 0.
Did you create the escalation team in queue?
Escalation team, no, this escalation team is a user which I have created.
Okay.
You can also create a queue. Here there is an option, user and then queue. So if you create any queue, I guess I don't have any queue in this box, you can also add it to the queue. Okay, that is one high priority case. I'll put it there. So this is a queue. Either we can assign it to the queue or you can assign it to the user. Either way,
Okay.
System provides both options.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is all about the escalation rules. So any queries in this?
Yes, so in the rule criteria, you have mentioned that the case origin is equals to phone. So such cases are created by support team itself, or it is created automatically, just like we have shown in the last session, like email to case.
Yeah, generally the ones which are named as phone as a case origin will be created by the customer care people who receives a call from the end customer, and then they will be creating the case manually here. So that is a case where they used to give the case origin as phone. Otherwise, for the case origin, if we see email and then the web are the other options. So email is the one where we will be mapping it for the cases which we are generating it through email to case, and web is the one which comes through our that we remember yesterday we did the HTML and then we made a web to case. So those will be carrying the web. So by default, the phone will be the one where the user has created. User as in the customer care user, because they are the major users of our Service Cloud application. So whom they create. In addition to this, other than these three, you can add n number of case origin as well. Kind of like you can add WhatsApp, Instagram, X, or any social medias. So all those are also feasible. So in the object under the case, there is a field called case origin. There you can add all those. It is just a pick list here. So you can add the pick list values here, and then based upon that, there are some further integrations can be taken care.
Yes. Sorted. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other queries in the escalation rules? So you guys all have to start working on it. Do it on a hands-on so that you will get to know what is that and how to do all those things.